I had the short. I had the shortest hair as well.
Yeah.
That's why they squat.
I didn't grew it out
No, it's been really good. It's been really good. Been welcomed by the staff, everybody at the training ground, the players. So yeah, it's just been really good, and had the chance also to look around the city a little bit, and that was also very nice.
What did you think when you first heard of the interest of Gent?
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when a club like Gent, with such kind of status and history also, are interested in you. So it was very positive for me.
I guess our sports director, Arnar Vidarsson, also played a role in your coming to the club?
Yeah, I knew Arnar from before. He was obviously my coach when I made the debut for the national team. So yeah, I think he has very clear values and what he wants to do with the club. So yeah, we had some good talks, and like I said before, it was very positive.
Was he the one who first reached out to you?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think there was a video meeting first with Gunther and Marco from the club, but no, Arnar, he took a big part in all of it, the whole process, and yeah, we had some good talks.
Yeah. So, as you say, he was also the coach of the Icelandic team when you were over there with the national team.
Yeah, exactly. It's always a pleasure to make your debut for your country. So yeah, I was only 19, and he wanted to give me the chance, and just in my second game I managed to score also for Iceland. So it was a very nice experience, all of it.
A great start then. Of course, there's also your father. Did he play a role in your choices, the choice that you made now for Gent?
Yeah, I mean, my father, my mother, all of my family, players, Icelandic players that I know that play here and have played in Belgium. But I mean, obviously, he knows it personally, my father. So we had some conversations about what the Belgian league could do for me, and how it could help me develop as a player, and especially at a club like Gent. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be here and to keep developing.
You come from Lyngby in Denmark. Do you consider this as a big step?
Yes, I would say so. I think it is a big step, but it's obviously a step in the right direction. And I had a good season last year with Lyngby, and as a team we managed to do good things, and I personally had a good year. So I kind of just wanted to build on top of that and take the step to a stronger league and a stronger club, and hopefully show how good I am and what I can do in this club.
You come to Gent as the number 9 striker, but what kind of player are you exactly?
Just a proper striker, I would say. I love to be in the box. I love to create space for myself, to create opportunities, also for the players around me. And yeah, I just want to help the team as much as I can, whether it's with assists or goals, or putting in running meters. But yes, I would say that I'm just a kind of proper number 9.
A number 9 who is also immune for pressure, because you're from Iceland. People over there are known for their coolness. Do you also have that?
Yeah, I would like to think so. Since a young age, I've loved scoring goals, and I've been a striker since my young years. So yeah, it's just part of my game. Being able to finish off opportunities and chances in front of the goal, and kind of keep a calm head while I'm at it.
And mentally, because you grew up in a family of football, your whole your youth was about football at big clubs where your father played. That must also have made a difference, no?
Yeah, yes, of course. You know, you at a young age you maybe don't realize it when you're that young, but through the years you know you try to take in as much as you can, and all the experience that he had, and yeah, you kind of use it, try and use it for yourself to become the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm. But your last name is, of course, Gudjohnsen, famous all over Europe. Is that a name that helps you or can also be a disadvantage? Because of the expectations, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, it is a big name in Europe, and specifically in Iceland, in such a small country. You know, it's amazing that we had you know, a player like my father that accomplished so great things. So you know, there has been pressure and the comparisons, you know, from the public with me and my brothers also. You know, there's three of us, and we're all football players. So we kind of just have to learn to live with it. And you know, as I said before, there are a lot of advantages of being a Gudjohnsen and being able to learn so much from your father. But at the same time, as I said, there were comparisons and you know, pressure. But it's just something that me and my brothers also just have to live with, and you know, we all just want to be our own players also.
Talking of comparisons, maybe our youngest fans didn't see him play, but your father, of course, we've seen him play all. Can you compare yourself to him, or are you a different kind of player?
There certainly are similarities, I think. I like to be, you know, where the ball is, linking up with the players around me and being in the action, which is something that my father was very good at, linking up with the players around him. But I think further up, higher on the pitch, I perhaps, you know, want to be more in front of the goal and get the chances. While he was maybe more creating for the players around him. I
was
want to
more
be
like
the
a
one.
number 10?
Yeah, maybe you know, a mix of a number 10 and a number 9, a false 9, like some call it today. While I'm, you know, I just want to be in the box and be the one who finishes all of the chances.
Of course, when you were very young, you followed in his steps to the big clubs he went. So you're born in London, you arrived in Barcelona. You also started there as a young player at Barcelona. How were those first years as a young kid?
Like I said before, when you're so young, I think you don't really realize, you know, the situation that you're in. You're kind of you were born into it. You're used to it, and yeah, I was in the Barcelona academy when I was very young, and I mean, I think most kids at that age just kind of want to just enjoy the game of football and. You know, just yeah, it was obviously at a young age being at a club like that was very nice. But I think it was mainly the best part was being able to just enjoy football as a kid.
Did you come often in the dressing room between all those stars back then?
Yeah, there were home games. You know, when they managed to win. Where me and my brothers would go into the dressing room and see all of those big players. But, you know, it was quite some years ago, so I couldn't tell you exactly how it was. But you know, there are some glimpses and some small memories that I still keep with me.
But there's a story that you certainly remember, because apparently you have a scar on your head because of Ronaldinho. Maybe you should tell us that.
I wouldn't say it was because of him. But yes, I have a scar on the top of my forehead on the left side. We were playing football tennis, me and my older brother with Ronaldinho, down at the Barca training ground, and yeah, unfortunately I fell over while we were playing and I hit my head against the ground, and I had to get stitches and whatnot. But yeah, it's a nice thing to look back on.
painful memory, but a nice one.
Yeah, exactly.
From that moment on, it was maybe not that serious. When did it become real serious or more serious for you, football?
I think around maybe 13, 14 when you start to go through puberty, and you kind of start to realize also mentally, okay, this is something that I would want to pursue in the future, and especially when I arrived to Espanyol, the club in Barcelona. That's where it kind of switched from just football as a young boy to being in a professional environment in an academy of a big club, where you play tournaments and matches against other good players. So yeah, I think I would put it around that time where I take the step to Espanyol.
And then the next step was Real Madrid. Tell us about those years over there.
Oh, some great years. I arrived when I was 16 to be part of the academy, and as I said, when you're in such a big academy, you really learn how to be a professional, how to look after yourself, and what it's like to be part of something so big. So the first 2 years were great. The third year I had my knee injury and I was out a whole season, which is, it's part of football. I was young, but it's part of football. You have to be prepared for things like this. It's not always just gonna be easy. So yeah, some years with a lot of kind of experience, and just kind of learning really how it is going from academy football into men's football.
And you learned from the best, because Raúl González was one of your coaches over there.
Yes, exactly, and he's probably one of the biggest legends in the club, and it was strange to have him as a coach because of his career and everything you had heard about him before having him as a coach. But I mean, at the end of the day, you had to treat him just as a coach, and he treated us with respect also. And a year with a lot of learning, and it wasn't only him who was a big name within the academy. You had other coaches also. I mean, Xavi Alonso, he was also there some of the years that I was in the academy. So you had some really big names that you tried to learn from as much as you could.
You didn't make it in the first team, but you were close.
Yes, it's funny actually. It was straight after my knee injury, the first pre-season that I had to show up to back in Madrid. I was supposed to be with the first team and go on the pre-season tour with them. But I got COVID the day before I was supposed to fly out to Madrid from Iceland. And there were still rules that you had to stay inside, 10 days or 2 weeks. So that was unfortunate. I had to stay in Iceland and I couldn't take part of that. But I think it's just sometimes in football, there are things out of your control. Obviously, it's such a big club, and in the first team you have such big players. All of them are stars, and it's very hard reaching the first team from the academy of Real Madrid. But I'm happy. I was just able to be part of the Castilla side, where it's very well seen within the club also to reach the B team, and you gain a lot of experience from that also. So it was close, but that's just football sometimes.
Destiny decided otherwise, and maybe you wouldn't have been here with us, so we won't complain.
Exactly.
Okay, with all those years in Spain, also being born in London, how do you feel as a European citizen? Which country do you have most in your heart? Is it still Iceland?
As funny as it is, I actually feel most Icelandic, and yeah, it's strange. I always, since I was born, we always went back to Iceland during summer vacation and Christmas vacation, and that's kind of where I met all of my best friends, and obviously all of my family live in Iceland. So yeah, I just felt I have a special connection with the Icelandic people, and I feel really at home when I am back in Iceland. So yeah, I would have to say I feel most Icelandic. But obviously, growing up in Spain was really nice. I have the Spanish culture and the people have a place in my heart also. But any day of the week I would be Icelandic.
Okay, how many languages do you speak, Andri?
Speak Icelandic, English, Spanish and Swedish. 4 languages.
Now only Dutch to add to that list.
Yes, soon to be 5.
Now you're here at Gent in Belgium. What are your personal goals and goals as a team here?
Personal goals, I just want to create a good relationship within the club, with the staff, with the players that I play with the fans. And I don't like to set goals for the end of the year. I want to focus kind of within the next objectives that we have as a team or a player, whether it's with goals or assists or meters. Just putting in the work and try and be as professional as I can for the club to try and help the team as much as I can.
You think you still need some time to adapt, or how do you see that?
I mean, I've been here a week, and the feeling is good. Obviously, it's a new country, a country that I never lived in, and I don't speak the language, even though most of the people do speak English. But yeah, it's a new environment, a new club. I think people just naturally kind of maybe need a little time to adapt. But the feeling is good. The first impressions are good. So. Hopefully it will come together very fast.
Let's build on that. Gonna wish you all the best. Thank you, Andri.
Thank you.